Begging problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Why you be all on my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you $1 or something? Go hang with it, I'm lying for nothing. I see that we different, you riding, I double. I don't do discussions on bragging about hundreds. Don't go to your places, I know that they sunken. Don't call me your brother.
Oh! Welcome back to the channel. I'm Zach with VP9 Tactical. Today we're out here on the range, going to be shooting the HK VP9. Alright, my first shots with the VP9. A little backstory, this is actually my gun. I've actually got this like 3 or 4 years ago. I haven't shot it in like 2 years. This is like my first gun I ever learned how to shoot on. But I'm curious to see how much it's changed or how it feels now. So, oh man. Ooh, it's actually really nice. I do agree how the grip texture isn't that aggressive compared to other guns I've carried in the past, but I will say that like once you actually bite down contour around your hand, I actually don't really feel it slipping. Honestly, I actually like this a lot.
Oh, trigger grease. It's gonna get some time getting used to that trigger, but I think it's pretty good right now. Recoil, definitely have to get used to that. A little bit snappier than I expected.
Whoa. Gotta bite down a little harder. I don't know why. It's a little snappy unless I'm being a but huh. Alrighty. So that was a little more jumpier than I thought, or I'm really weak. But the grip texture doesn't feel as aggressive as normal, but I do love the grip swells that we have here. So it is clear. I like how there's 3 different panels that you can change in or swap. So we actually switched the left side to have a little more of a bump, and this right side a little more flatter, so you're able to actually get a good purchase with your support hand and be able to squeeze it. Most of the other guns, this is definitely the smoothest trigger pull I've ever had though. Like other ones are like kind of what's the word for it, like gritty, you know, pulling. I feel like this one's actually quite smooth. Like there's not a lot of like,
there's a weird stop gap with the creep though, because of that
yeah, the wall when it even gets to it, and then it has a little bit of creep before the brake goes off. It's definitely not something that I'm used to anymore, but it goes to the wall, and then there's creep brake every time. Like it's hard to get to that very last wall to get that like clean brake. Maybe put more time through it, maybe you change your mind.
Yeah, we'll see.
I feel like the reason why I feel that way because it actually pushes your finger off sometimes. So it actually goes like this. It goes like boom like that, then you pull back again.
I'm slapping the shit out of the trigger.
Yeah, I think that's why. Because I thought that too.
We'll spend more time on it, and we'll see if it changes my mind. I still don't like double single action. When we last reviewed the CCPO7, I said I didn't like it, and maybe it's just because it's not a good double single action. I gotta try one of those Berettas. I heard those are really smooth and good.
For the specs, length is 7.34 inches, width 1.32 inches. It is a striker fired pistol, chambered in 9mm. It has a cold hammer forged barrel, a mag capacity of 17 rounds. The trigger pull weight is roughly 5.4 pounds, and it weighs approximately 25.5 ounces. The VP9 has an MSRP of $799. So we really love the modularity of the VP9 grip. So right here it comes with 3 different back straps.
comes with a small, medium, and large. We love how modular this gun is to fit different hand sizes. We also love that there's a cutout here at the bottom here to be able to strip out mags if they ever get stuck. That does not come with a flared mag well, just to keep that in mind. If you are concealed carrying, it is nice to be able to have a slimline profile of the grip. With the grip texture, we did notice that it was a little bit on the softer side, like less aggressive side. We do wish it was more aggressive, and that you can see here, it is pretty low. So we do wish that the grip texture was a little bit higher to be able to get higher tang on the grip, to be able to have the grip texture bite down on you a little more when you're shooting, because when you shoot, your hands do get a little sweaty. So that's what we noticed when shooting the VP9 here on a hot day. So the grip texture also has finger groups here on the front here. It has 1, 2, and 3, so that's pretty nice to be able to contour it to your fingers a lot better. And then here on the front, don't want to flag, but here in the front there is grip texture for those people that do want to wrap their finger around it. It is pretty nice, it is pretty grippy. 3 different back straps per side. It's gonna be left side, right side, and back. So I can see here that we have the large palm strap on the left side, the medium strap on the back side, and the small strap on the right side. And then with that being said, we do love how modular it is. It is able to fit and contour to different hand sizes, small, medium, large. So when you get it, you'll probably be able to switch it out to however size you want. So it's able to fit.
Yeah, that was actually,
like touching
that return to 0. Okay, the return to 0 was actually pretty freaking good. Like the head box, as soon as the dot fell back down, I was able to like these two. So pretty good. Return to 0. Actually, it caught me off guard. I was like, boom, boom. It's just ready. Side controls, we have the slide release. It is very slim profile. I believe it's easy enough. It's to hit. It's not that difficult. It actually moves down with ease. There is some texturing there too, which you can kind of feel. Not necessarily too much, but I think it's a good point of reference. Also with the placement here, it's actually really nice. If it just is right on my thumb, so like I don't have to break grip to hit it. It's already right there, and it just slides forward. Someone's cat probably died, right? Meow. Moving forward here, we have the takedown lever, which is pretty nice, kind of standard. You know, you flip it down, you take it out, you can remove the slide. Interesting to note that it actually has texturing here and it kind of protrudes a bit. You can honestly use it as a gas pedal if you so wish to. But it also has a paddle to drop the magazine. Also, HK does offer a different model that has a button instead, if that's what you prefer. Now, the placement for the paddles, depending on your hand size or whatnot, you might have to break grip, or so for some people you may not have to if your thumbs are long enough or your index fingers are short enough. So it's still really nice that it's great for a lot of hand sizes. This is a fully ambidextrous pistol. Now if we move to the right side of the pistol here, you do have a full slide release here, which is almost the exact same size. Well, not the same size, but it's a little bit smaller. But even if you didn't hit it here, your thumb can still hit it right here as well. So you have this whole, you have this much real estate just to drop the slide. This is actually a fully ambi gun where the controls are treated equally, because a lot of guns or firearms will label themselves as ambidextrous, but they can be kind of pseudo ambidextrous, where some of the controls will require you to take it out and reverse it. While they do have the controls on the left side, they'll be slightly trimmed down or definitely preferred for the right side. You can tell it's benefiting right-hand shooters. Serrations, we have front and rear serrations. The front serrations, they are there. They're definitely usable. It definitely requires a little bit more effort. The slide on the VP9 is a little bit stiff. I'll show you here. They're not really aggressive. Here, they just breeze over my fingernail pretty easily. You can tell it tries to grab on, but it's not really that deep. Same thing for the rears here. They're no more aggressive than the fronts. But if you have a red dot, you're probably not using that. You're probably just racking off the red dot most of the time. And back here, we have the paddles here, which you can be using to rack. So if you are someone who racks with your fingers positioned like this, there are these ledges here, these paddles on both sides to rack it back here. So if the serrations aren't aggressive enough, you can also use the paddles back here to rack it forward.
So showing clear there, the gun is empty. Meow. Trigger does have a safety right here. Just normal placement for a trigger. It is curved as well, so your finger always has some place to go to. It does have a 4-ish pound trigger pull, but it's very, very smooth. So I'll just show you right here the brake. So you put your finger on it. It's gonna be a little bit of take up. And right there it is our wall. And a little more pressure, boom, right there. really good, but it's actually a little bit of a rolling brake. The reset, you'll notice that there is a hard reset. What I mean by that is that as you are releasing your finger off of it, you'll see that it will actually want to throw your finger up or throw the trigger forward, and then you can break the trigger off again. So the travel time for that is fairly short, but the reset being the way it is, how it actually wants to throw your finger off of it, we found it quite troublesome for us. Now that may just be a training issue on our side. We believe that this really benefits a new shooter, but not so much an experienced shooter, just because of that reset being so predominant. Once you get used to actually training, you'll find that you can find the reset easier and easier. This can actually force you to reset every single time. We actually had a lot of trigger freezes while we're out here on the range trying to run this gun because of that reset. Still a very good trigger though, very smooth, but it's just something we found that the reset is not something that we really enjoyed right off the bat. The front sight is a bright green circle, very nice because it's very easy to see, and blacked out rears, which is obviously, you know, for the rest of us on the channel, we all love blacked out rears and a bright front sight. So very good there. Also for this one, it does have their own optic ready system. We did get the RMR cut using the Siley Ghost HDG. We've been putting this to the test for the past few weeks, and hopefully have a review coming out for that soon. And we're pretty sure that HK does send you a plate based on your choosing, if I remember correctly. Mind you, we did buy this gun like 4 or 5 years ago, and prior they did send you whatever plate you wanted, just one, but you get to choose which one you wanted. And for this one particularly, we got the RMR cut. So it's really nice that they send you an optic plate based on your choosing, because as we all know, red dots are better. It does have chamber indicators as well. Starting up here in the front, there is a little bit of red on the extractor right there. So I read a lot of forums and a lot of reviews about this gun, and they all say that this is supposed to protrude out when there is a round in the middle there, showing that red paint off right there a little bit. Yeah, that doesn't work. Although the extractor one doesn't work, there is a striker indicator. So you look here in the back, when the striker is pulled back, there is a little protrusion right there popping out. If I pull a trigger, disappears. So I'll do it again, pull it back, the protrusion's back there. The striker is loaded, pull a trigger, gone. So that did used to be red. We shot the gun a lot, now it's black. I don't think it's gonna get red ever again. But it does work. It doesn't tell you when there's a round in the chamber though, it just tells you that the striker's pulled back.
Which is why press checks are important. People seem to think in the comments that press checking is kind of dumb. You should just know that the gun's loaded. Honestly, I think anytime you pick up a gun, you should honestly just press check it real quick just to check if it's empty. I understand the thought process of you should treat all guns as they are loaded. Some people honestly don't even do that. Some people's trigger control is just bad. They just hold the gun like this all the time. You should just press check. One, it checks the functionality of the gun. So you can see if it's like there all the way, return to battery, whatnot. Also, on top of that, you can also tell if it's loaded. Obviously in the VP9 here, it's not very many indicators that tell you that it's loaded. I can guarantee you, a lot of people aren't even looking at those indicators. I know a lot of those people probably aren't even shooting their guns that much. So to all those fudders out there that think press checking is dumb, you're dumb.
All right, so quick shout out to Harry's Holsters. He did provide this to us for the channel to shoot the VP9 with. So far we're liking it a lot. We apologize for how long it's taken us to actually show us on the channel. We were waiting for the dot to come in first before we actually started reviewing this gun, but thank you so much Harry's Holsters for sending this out to us.
It's what the palm swells is what's getting me right now. How fat the palm swell we have.
You're making you swell?
Huh?
Sorry.
I like that. The trigger reset, more than I'm getting used to it, feels pretty good. I'm able to understand where it's breaking and then where it's resetting. So, pretty cool. Let's keep going.
Oh shit, I have a mag on me. Oh shit. Malfunction.
Oh, is that a malfunction?
There it is. That was a failure to feed, I believe. Failure to feed. Alright, so showing the record, we've had one malfunction so far.
That was really cool. This is a cool gun. I love that. That was cool. This kick-ass gun, I like it. The dot was easy to track and everything. It fits my hand pretty good, so I like it so far. Whoa! So my finger slipped on there and I'm trying to make a recoil. That's okay. I'm out.
Wait, what happened?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm actually really liking this gun. I don't remember why I stopped shooting it. I think it's because the grip texture wasn't that aggressive. But after shooting it again with a little more experience, that kind of thing, I'm liking it a lot. The return to zero is very, very good, and the trigger shooting out to 25, 30 plus yards, it's actually pretty easy because the trigger is so smooth and it can connect.
Well, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. The VP9 is a really cool gun, but also, if you liked the video, please like, share, and subscribe, and also hit that bell notification to stay up to date with our latest content. We post videos every Friday, so stay up to date with those, and thank you so much for watching.
Peace. See ya. Marina press check.